Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And on the screen today, you're probably going to be watching some Black Ops 4 gameplay. But I was asked to give my opinion about the Call of Duty Modern Warfare news or trailer, or whatever you want to call it. And everybody thought that it would have been Modern Warfare 4, but I guess they couldn't come up with a better name, and they just called it Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I mean, it makes shit confusing, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, it could be called Clown Warfare or Gingerbread Man Warfare or something like that. But I mean, as long as the game's good, that's really and truly all we care about. But I mean, on a side note, please don't put gingerbread costumes or clown things or anything like that. Anyway, beside the point, it's releasing on October 25th, and with a single player campaign set in the present. You take the role of an anti-terrorist soldier hoping to save the world, I guess. Anyway, Modern Warfare has the potential to make me return to Call of Duty and potentially play it all year, because if you have been watching me for a while, you will know that I played Black Ops 4. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. It's just, to me, like, it just got boring. So I mean, it is what it is. That's why I stopped playing it. Like, really and truly, right now there's not really much for me to play. I don't even really play 2K anymore or anything like that. So I mean, it's just, I don't really play video games at all, actually. It's just, I've been working, and doing other stuff, cleaning up, all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it is what it is. But this game does have the potential, like I said, to make me return and actually play, like, all year, hopefully. And maybe we can get some of those like nostalgic vibes back from when everybody used to be playing, when you used to come home after school, and like 6 people used to be online. You used to be playing full party domination and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, we'll see. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Some exciting news that I've heard, or features, if you want to call it that. Like, every mode's XP is intertwined, so you can unlock stuff in the campaign for multiplayer. So you're always like working towards like unlocking like kill streaks and perks and guns. Like, you're leveling up no matter the mode that you play. So I think that's sick. The next thing that I think is sick is that crossplay is coming. So if you're on PS4 and your boy has an Xbox and your other boy has a PC, you could all play together. And it's good that the player base isn't being divided by what system people are playing on. Although I'm curious to see how they'll deal with the keyboard and mouse situation versus like a controller, because if you ever played on PC, you know that aiming with a mouse is far superior than aiming with a controller. But I mean, I don't know, maybe it'll make it so like PC players have to have a controller plugged in, but then like, I don't know, because then like people could just plug it in the pregame lobby, and then they could like unplug it like when the game starts. So not sure how that's gonna work, but I mean, I hope that there will be some type of like moderation to like to make sure that everybody's playing on the same like playing field, so the game's fair. Because then you're just gonna run into like a bunch of sweatball guys that just play on PC, and you're not even gonna be able to kill them. It's just like the people that use that like adapter shit to play fucking to play Rainbow Six on PS4 with a keyboard and mouse, while everybody else is using a controller. But I mean, I hope, like I said, that that's going to be moderated somehow. Apparently the season pass is gone, and we're going to be getting some free maps, but Activision hasn't said what's taking place of that. I mean, let's be real here. We're talking about Activision. They're not going to give up one revenue stream and not put something else in its place. So I hope it's not something like too harsh, and I also hope that the microtransactions are controlled, I guess, if you want to call it that, this year. PS4 is still getting exclusivity 7 days early or a week. So I mean, that's the only bad thing that I'm seeing so far. Not too bad, because then the thing that I kind of like about that is that if you buy the DLC and it's shit, then you could tell your friend to not buy the DLC, so then your friend, like, he can still make an informed decision on, you know, whether he wants to buy it or not. Like, but then again, like, he could just watch a YouTube video, or he could have just watched a YouTube video. So I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's not really that serious. It's just, you know, I think that's one thing that is good. Like, instead of it just releasing like all at once for all 3 platforms, then, you know, like, say people on PC buy and they're like, oh, you know, I don't even like it, but another person, like their friend at school that plays PS4, already bought it, so he didn't have time to tell him like, yo, don't buy it, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it is what it is. Apparently they also have a new engine where, like, you could shoot out lights and shit, and like, it gives more room for like dynamic stuff. One like scenario that I saw, or that I heard, was like shooting like dinner plates. And if you know, like, if you shot like dinner plates, I'm pretty sure in the previous games, like, they just like flew somewhere, and then, you know, like, they just made it disappear, right? Whereas like now, you know, if you shoot it, like, it actually shatters and stuff like that. But I mean, we'll see as time progresses how much of an upgrade that is. I mean, you know, it could just be one of those things that is like just in the campaign and it's not in multiplayer. So I mean, if you know me, if you've been watching my videos, you know, I only play multiplayer. I don't really play anything else. Like, it doesn't really interest me. But, you know, overall, I'm happy to see the modern concept return. I mean, people have been asking for this for, you know, I don't even know how many years now. And it is, you know, Infinity Ward, and I'm hearing that a lot of the guys that worked on COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, you know, I'm hearing a lot of those guys came back. So, you know, I'm hoping that they could still, or they still have some of the, you know, the creative juice, if you want to call it that, or, you know, the juice that makes good games. But I mean, really and truly, it's just a waiting game at this point. E3's on June 11th. I think I already said that. And I mean, I hope we're gonna see some type of like multiplayer gameplay or something like that. But overall, you know, right now, I do like what I see. I mean, like, on a little side note, the actual, I guess I'm not sure, like, I guess it was just like cutscenes from like the campaign and shit. But, you know, like, it actually looked like really sick. Like, you know, you had like a person jumping out of a car, you know, killing civilians, all this kind of stuff. So, you know, it was I'm happy to see that they like, okay, so a lot of games nowadays, they're like, I guess you could call it desensitized, right? Where, you know, they don't want to show people getting killed, like, you know, they don't want to show, you know, whatever, like they're trying their best to keep it family friendly. But, you know, Infinity Ward and all these guys, you know, like, they have the courage, if you want to call it that, to, you know, show stuff like that, right? To show, I guess you could say, like, the bad side of war, or, you know, like the gory side of war, if you want to call it that, right? Like, they're showing all these things where people say it, like, because then people actually get affected by it, right? Just like how people got affected by No Russian in Modern Warfare 2 when you went in the airport and, you did whatever, right? Like, I don't want to say it, you know, the YouTube algorithm is probably going to come for me, but, like, if you play Modern Warfare 2 and you play No Russian, then you know what I'm talking about. And from what I'm hearing, you know, like, the whole game is going to be like that. So, you know, I'm glad to see that, you know, somebody is actually, you know, saying fuck all this like censored family friendly bullshit. Like, we're making a game that's actually modern warfare and, you know, war and, you know, shit like that, and they're actually gonna hopefully you know, do it justice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, you know, like I said, I'm happy to see the Modern Warfare thing return. I just hope that it doesn't get boring, and I hope that, you know, I'm gonna be able to upload videos, live stream, play it all year, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So if you agree with me, you know, let me know with a comment. If you disagree, if you think the video is shit, then, you know, down in the comments tell me the video is shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next one.